welcome to the channel. Welcome to my live stream. I am Folasade Crow. On this video, just get yourself ready. Get ready with me as I will be glamming myself for my birthday shoot. So let's just enjoy this video together. I really want to share with you how I'm going to glam myself up for this my year birthday shoot. So stay tuned. So I've already prepped my skin. You can just see my skin. I've prepped my skin. So I'm going to go into the priming of my skin right now. So as for my hair, you can see it. I made my hair for another tutorial entirely. So I just did everything today. I made the hair today by myself. So I recorded it for my next video on this channel. So I decided to just this to show you guys, to share with you guys the makeup tutorial to share with you guys. So let's just keep hanging together. Let's watch this tutorial together and let me know what you like most in this tutorial. Okay, so what I will be using, I will be using this CPD face primer. I'll be using the CPD. Should I first go into the brow? I think I would prefer to first go into the brow first before any other thing. I would prefer to have my brow done first. This place is a little bit hot. The weather here in Nigeria is a little bit hot today. It's a little hot, as in not just a little. It was hot. Is it was or it is hot? Today's weather is seriously hot. So I'm going to start by priming my brow. I love to prime my brow to make it dry. And to prime my brow area to control all this oil around the brow. So this is just it. So next I'm going to go into this edge control. I don't have the brow tamer here with me, so I'm going to be using this edge control in place of the brow tamer. You can use anything in place of brow tamer. If you don't have brow tamer, you can use edge control. You can use soap, a transparent bar soap. You can use it just to tame your brow. You can use it. So here I'm just trying to tame my brow in place. You can just see how it's going. I don't have full brow, so most of the time I don't like shaping my brow off because my brow is just the half one, which I don't need to be scraping everything off most of the time. So I'll just leave it right here because I just carve the brow, I just shape it or brace it. So I would love to just have it like this. So this is just it. So after that, I'm going to go into the, you can see after I use the brow tamer, I mean the edge control to tame my brow in place, I decided to use the tail of the brush to flatten it down just to keep it in shape. I'm using the tail of the brush just to flatten it down to keep it in shape. So after that, I'm going to be using this um what's it called, the setting powder. I'm going to be using this my translucent powder. I'm going to be using this my translucent powder to set it up. I don't know where I placed my what's it called, my puff. I don't know, maybe I've lost the puff already. So I'm just gonna place this a bit just to control the oil around my brow. So I'm using the setting powder just to control the oil, so the brow pencil will not just be oiling, it won't just be going anyhow. So the next thing after setting the brow properly with the setting powder, so I'm going to go into the another angle brush. I'm going to go into this angle brush. This is my angle brush. I'm going to go into this my angle brush. Can you see it? You can use something more flatter than this, but make sure it is an angle brush. So I'm going to be using these wipes just to be flattening everything all together. You can see I'm pressing it. So I need my brow filler. So to work on my brow, to carve my brow, I have this carrot brow gel. I have carrot brow gel filler just to work on my brow. So what I will be doing is just to tap a bit of the brow gel. So this is just it. We are going to work from the middle of the brow to the tail area. So I'm proceeding to the next side, the second side of the brow, starting from the middle, raising it up to the tail. This it is just too much. So after sketching out the main part of the brow. So all you need to do is just to fill in the gap, to fill the inside. So you can decide to use pencil, brow pencil, to fill the inside. You can decide to use the pencil to fill the inside, and you can also decide to use the brow filler to fill it, depending on your choice. So after filling in the inner part of the brow, so all you need to do is I'm going to be using the concealer to clean around the brow area. So here I'm going to be using this concealer. I don't know. I'm going to be using shade um warm nude, because it's just like two or a shade lighter than my skin tone. So I'm going to be using warm nude. So here I'm using this Adventure concealer. It is two shade lighter than my skin tone. I'm going to be using this to clean around my brow, just to make it look more neater and sharp. Sorry guys, don't mind my voice. I'm a bit down. I'm having cold, so which I can't really talk louder. So I'm having cold. My voice is kind of funny lately because I'm a bit stressed. So just don't mind, just be learning what you need to learn. So here we go directly underneath the brow area. Can you see? This concealer is just about I think it's two shade lighter than my skin tone. It is two shade lighter than my skin tone. So you can decide to use any concealer that is a shade lighter than your skin, than your skin tone. But don't use your exact skin tone because it won't show and it won't clean your brow properly. So it's always good for you to use the concealer that is two or a shade lighter than your skin tone. Who is there? Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. I need to go and open the door for someone. So where's the concealer? Nude one. So I will be using blending brush just to blend in the conceal part, because we can't just leave it like this. It's not looking nice, so we need to blend it out. Where's my blending brush? So you can just see the brush I'm using for the blending of the concealer. It is just a fluffy brush, so I'm going to be using that just to blend it in. So next, at the inner part of the brow, I'm not going to use this concealer for the inner part of my brow. I'm going to be using the color of my foundation. So here I'm using this Avon foundation, but in shade 20, but that's not my exact skin tone. I need to just mix the foundation a bit together with the one that is lighter. So here I'm having shade 20 and 15. So actually, the shade 15 is actually my color, but already it is summer season, so it is definitely I'm gonna get a bit darker. So which most of the time I need to just mix both the 15 and 20 together in order to get my skin tone, to get my exact skin tone. So I'm going to be mixing these two colors together. You can just see I'm mixing the two colors together. So this one will go directly here. So I'm going to be using my blending brush again just to blend everything into each other, so there won't be contrast in between the two colors, in between the concealer and the foundation. So this is just it. Guys, welcome as you're joining. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for joining this live streaming. I really appreciate you. Double click on the screen. Can double tap on the screen. So this is just it. You can just see it. So we're going to go to the top part of the brow now and and clean that the top part of the brow again. So for the top part of the brow, we're not going to be using concealer that is two shade lighter. So we're going to use the foundation of my exact skin tone just to clean your upper part of the brow. So let's go. You can see that the foundation is my exact skin tone. So just be very careful while cleaning your, you can see I've shopped this place now, so I need to fill that part up now. So I will be using the Davis brow pencil in shade 15 just to fill it up. Yeah, so I'm going to be using my blending brush again just to blend around the clean area. I have to blend it in. So you can just take a look at it. You can see how clean the brow is looking. Compare this side and this side together. You can see how this one is looking more clean and sharper. You can see how it's looking. So next we are going to move to the next side of the brow. So we are going to repeat the same thing we did at this side to this one also. Sorry guys, don't mind the noise. So once we are done with this, I'm going to blend it in the same way I did this side. I'm going to blend it. Guys, double tap on the screen to show your support. Double tap on the screen, please. Kindly double tap on the screen. So after that, I'm going to go into the foundation that is my exact skin tone. That's what I'm going to use for the inner corner of the brow area. So make sure it is not too much. Make sure the foundation you are using here is not much. The heat is just way too much. The temperature here in Nigeria is way too high today. So let's go. Sorry guys, there's no electricity in my area, so I don't have choice. And my hand fan is off. It's off already, so live continue. Either there's electricity or no electricity. I just have to do this live stream today. So now we're going to blend everything into each other. And use your fingertips just to tap it in so there won't be contrast in between the outer corner of your brow and your skin tone. So after that, you're moving to the upper part of the brow. So the same way that I clean the other upper part of the other side of my brow, so that's what I'm going to be doing to this one also. Be very careful when you are cleaning with the foundation or whatever concealer you are using for the top part of the brow. Be very careful so you don't chop the brow shape that you've already carved, because it could be very difficult for you to fill it in. So be very careful while cleaning the upper part of your brow. Yeah, I guess I'm loving this side compared to this side. Hmm. You are welcome to my live stream, guys. Kindly double tap on the screen to show your support. Kindly double tap on the screen. Double tap. Double tap to like. So now I'm done with the brow. I'm done with the brow. So I'm going to move. Now we are moving proper into the skin work. So we are moving into the skin work now. So I'm going to be using the face primer. Like I've said earlier, I've, I'm done prepping my skin. I've done that before coming live. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin now. So for the priming of my skin, I'm going to be using this CPD. CPD is very, very good. I love it. It's been working so good on my skin. This CPD face primer. It's been working wonders on my skin. I so much love it. So let's just go. So yeah. So and make sure your primer is not touching your under eye area because your under eye area needed to be moisturized. I've done the moisturizing of my under eye area already, so I don't need to extend the primer up to the under eye area. So the necessary place where we needed to prime is just the T-zone area of the face where you produce more of oil, where you easily break out. So then I'm going to go to the forehead, my forehead, and prime it. This heat is way too much. As in, mm, the temperature is just way too high today. Oof. I just pray NEPA gives us light. Yeah. So next we're going into the foundation. Or better still, when you notice if you notice you are producing more of oil on your skin after priming or even before priming your skin, after priming your skin, you can decide to go for setting powder or finishing powder. You can use the finishing powder just to touch up your skin in order to control more of that oil on your skin. So yeah, I'm going to be using this, my setting powder, just to control this oil around my face. Even after priming your skin, you still need to do it. If you're having very oily skin, if you sweat a lot, if you sweat a lot, you still need to do all these things in order to control to control excess oil around your skin. I produce more of oil on my face. I'm the sweat and the oily type of the skin. I have the oily type of skin. But if you don't have oil skin, if you don't have oily skin, if your skin is just normal to dry skin, you don't need to do much. So once you have your primer, you are good. You don't need to go ahead and extend, to put the setting powder or your finishing powder on the skin. I'm doing this all because I'm having oily skin on my skin. I'm having oily skin, so I need to control it very well so I won't be sweating and I won't be having breakouts. You can see my skin even before doing any other thing after prepping the skin. After prepping the skin. So after this, I'm going to go into the foundation. So like I said earlier, I usually mix two colors of foundation together. I mix number 20. So I'm using Avon. I'm mixing shade 20. I'll just drop a bit of the shade 20 behind my eye, I mean my hands, then shade 15. Because mostly shade 15 is actually my skin tone, but I always love it to be more calm. I don't want it to be too flashy on me, so I want it to be very, very calm on me. So I'm going to be mixing both the shade 15 and shade 20 together. Can you see how smooth the foundation goes into my skin? I don't want something too extraordinary. It has to be natural as much as possible. So now I'm going to be using this beauty sponge. You can just see this beauty sponge. I went ahead and dabbed it into the water. I dipped it into the water, then squeeze the water out of it. Don't just use it dry, so it won't be packing all the products away from your skin. So you have to dip it into the water, allow it to get soaked into the water, then squeeze the water away from it before you start using it to blend to blend foundation into your skin. I so much love using beauty sponge. You can see how it's working well into my skin. I'm just taking bit by bit of it. I'm not taking much of the products. I'm just taking a bit of the foundation, spreading it around my skin. You can see I didn't really put much. I mean, I did not even apply the foundation directly underneath my eye area, on my under eye area. I did not apply foundation because I wouldn't want my under eye area to be cakey. So that's why I skipped the under eye area. So and apply the foundation at the breast part of my skin because I'm still going to be applying blush, the bronzer on my. I'm still going to be applying concealer on my under eye area. So I don't need to put the foundation up to that part. This heat is much. The heat is damn much. You can see how the product is getting so smooth and flawless on my skin. The product is getting so flawless on my skin. You can see how it's gliding so smoothly on my skin because I've done the prepping of the skin earlier before putting on any other thing. Before putting on the foundation, the face primer. Ooh, this heat is much. Hello. Hello, Jonathan. How you doing? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining my live stream. Thank you for joining my live stream. Kindly double tap on the screen. Thanks for your support. Where are you watching from? Let me know where you are watching from. So next I'm going to go into the concealer. The same concealer that I use to highlight, to clean my under eye area, my brow area. So that's the same concealer that I'm going to be using to highlight my under eye area. So I'm going to be using the Adventure Concealer in shade Nude Warm. Is it Warm Nude or Nude Warm? Whatever. So I'm just going to drop a bit of it. You can see the concealer is just about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. Fola Crown. You can see the name on the screen. Folasade Crown. That's my name. Folasade Crown is my name. So I don't want the concealer to be too much. So I'm going to go underneath the outer corner of my eye area. So where are you watching from, Jonathan? Jonathan, where are you watching from? So now I'm going to blend the concealed area. So my under eye area will be the last place to blend. I would love the concealer to get a bit tacky under my eye area before blending it. Like I said earlier, my under eye area, the under eye area is always the last part to blend into your skin when concealing, when highlighting your your T-zone area. Your under eye area should be the last place because you will want your concealer to get a bit tacky into your skin before blending it. So now I'm moving to the under eye area. Once I'm done with the other parts where I'm blending, so I'm moving to the under eye area. So I use this part for blending of the concealer. So the part that I use for my foundation, so I'm going to use it, I'm just going to use it to tap in into the foundation area so that there won't be contrast in between the foundation and the concealer. So after that, I'm going to be using the concealer the concealer that is just about 2 shades darker than my skin tone. Is it 2 shade? A shade darker than my skin tone. I'm going to be using that concealer. Or better still, let me use the foundation that is a shade darker than my skin tone. You can decide to go for the concealer that is a shade darker than your skin tone. You can decide to use the foundation that is a shade darker than your skin tone. So now I'm going to be blending it in. So next I'm going to be using blush. This it is sweet so much. That's my blush brush. So I'm going to be using blush. Oof, I forgot my powder. I did not pick up the powder. Please kindly stay tuned. Yeah, so I'm here with my powder palette. This is my powder palette. So I'm going to be using the powder that is my exact skin tone, just to set my face first. So I'm going to be using this. Before you set your under eye area, check very well and ensure that your under eye area is not cracking. I mean that is not breaking. You can see my own concealer has set in very well. It's not breaking, you can just see. So that's the reason why I'm going in. I'm gonna set everything up with the powder of my skin tone. Even though the heat is just too much in this place, I don't have choice. I just have to do something to get out of it. You can see this heat, what this heat has done to me. So I'm going to go into my blending brush again. I mean the blending brush, the same brush that I used to blend the crease. I mean my underbrow. I mean the underneath my brow. So I'm going to go into that same brush to set the conceal part around my brow area. I need to just set it up. So that I'm going to go into the concealer. I will be using this concealer for my decrease of my eyes. I'm going into the eyelid now. So I'm going to set this concealed area also. I'm going to set it up with the powder before placing foundation. Before placing eyeshadow. So next I'm going to go into another brush. So I'm going to go into another fluffy brush. You can just see the fluffy brush. So I'm going to use that to work on the transitioning area. So I'm using a darker shade of powder. A deeper shade of brown of powder, just to work on this my crease area. I'm sweating. So next I'm going to go into the setting powder. And let's just bake my under eye area. While baking your under eye area, don't make it to be too much. Just a bit of the powder, and you place on your under eye area. So I'm using translucent powder instead of the normal banana powder. I'm using a translucent powder. I'm sweating. This heat is much. So next I'm going to be using the angle brush. So let me use this flat angle brush. I'm going to dip it into a shadow, a deeper shade of shadow, just to create the transition around my lid. So this is the shade of the brown I'm using. So after that, I'm going to go into the pink shade of the eyeshadow. Should I use pink? Oh, it's too much. Should I use pink? Actually, I'm wearing purple dress. I'm wearing purple dress. So let me just use purple color. So I've already primed my eyelid with concealer. So I'm going to be using this shade of purple. I'm going to be using this shade of purple for my eyelid. I've already primed my eyelid with concealer. So I'm going to proceed to the second side of my lid. think I've had enough of this color, so I'm going to use the same shade of brown that I used to blend the transitioning area, the crease area. I'm going to use it again just to blend around my crease area. I'm going to be blending in the same brown shade that I used the other time. I'm going to be using it to blend the crease line between the crease and the highlight area. So I'm going to be blending it together so that there won't be sharp color around the crease area. If you want something more shining, you can decide to place the shiny shadow, I mean the glitter one, like something like this. You can decide to just place it on it. So this is just it. So next I'm going to be lining my waterline area. So with my waterline area, I'm going to be using this Avon pencil, black shade. I'm going to be using it to line my waterline area. So this is just it. Be very careful when you're lining your waterline area so you don't shook yourself with pencil. Be very, very careful with it. Oof. So we move to the second side. Oof. What is coming out of my eyes already? So next we're going to go into the lash line area. I'm going to line it a bit with the black gel liner. Do I have the black gel liner here? Do I have it here? So if I don't have my black gel liner here, I'm going to repeat the same pencil that I used to line my waterline area. I'm going to use the same pencil to line my lash line area. Actually, I've created some illusion around, transitioning around this place with the brown shade of shadow. So let's do it this way. Need to emphasize more on it. But I don't feel like using the black shade. But I felt that color is not really coming out very well. Okay, I think there's black inside the space. Let me use this black. Yeah. So next I'm going to go into the mascara. So I'm using this Mega Impact mascara. You can use any mascara of your choice. Then you come to the lower lash area. So I'm done with this. So it remains the eyelashes, the false lashes. So I'm going to go into the lip now. Let me line my lip first. So for the lip, I'm going to be using this Blossom lip balm. Let me use this Blossom lip balm. So after that, I'm going to be lining my lip. I'm going to be lining my lip with this shade of lip liner. I'm going to be using this lip color by Classic to line my lip. So I'm going to be using this pink shade of lip color also from Classic. So you can decide to leave it like this, or you decide to mix some other color with it. So for me, I'm going to be mixing a bit of nude, white nude on it. I'm going to place a bit of white nude at the middle. I don't want it to be too much. So I'll just use the tip of this. So I still need to go back to the first color that I used to line the line area. You can see I've shocked that place with the color that I used, the last color that I applied. So I'm going to fill it in a bit more. So I guess it's okay like this. I don't feel like using gloss. If you like, you can decide to put gloss on your lip. So you can use the transparent lip gloss on the lip. Let me show you transparent lip gloss. You can use any of the transparent lip gloss on your lip. So you can use any of the transparent lip gloss on the lip. So this next I'm going to be using this eyelashes. I mean the first lashes on my lid. Oh my gosh. To be using these eyelashes. So with the classic glue. I'm using classic large glue. So you allow it to get a bit tacky before you place it on your large line area. So allow it to get a bit dry so that it can stay once you place it on your large line area, so it will just stay. So while doing that, I'm going to apply the glue on the second one. So time to place this one on. So if you have your tweezer, you can decide to use your tweezer to place it. If you don't have, you can just go down, place it. You put a bit of water. You can dip your fingertips into the water so it doesn't get removed when you're applying it. You can just say, I'm feeling this lattice is just way too much for me. It's way too much for me. So let's proceed to the second side. Yeah, this is just it. So now I'm going to blend the whole of my face all together to do the finishing touch. So I'm going to be using this fluffy powder brush to blend the whole of my face together. But before I do that, I would love to blow my face dry first because already I'm sweating. The temperature here in Nigeria is a bit high today. So I need to just blow dry my face before placing the finishing powder. I'm going to do the finishing touch of my face. So let me just get a flat brush just to work on my nose area. So I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to use the same brown shade that I used to create the transitioning color that I use at the top part of my crease. So I'm going to be using it underneath my waterline area. So finally I have to spray my face. So I'm going to be using this Kiss Beauty, or let me use this Kiss Beauty This is not working. What's happening? Okay, I'm going to be using this Just Gold just to set my skin first. So I'm going to blow it dry. While doing that, I would love to control all my edges. So finally, I'm going to be spraying my face with this. Is it flawless? Flawless stay on. I'm going to be spraying my face with it. So this is just it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be coming on live, probably on Monday. So this week is a bit occupied for me, but my next post is coming up on Saturday. Excuse me, on Saturday, which is going to be on my birthday. So guys, kindly show some love, show some care. Okay, let me know if you like this my live stream. Kindly comment. Let me know your view on my video on my live stream on my tutorial. So my next video coming up is going to be on how I make this hair on myself. So guys, watch out for it. It's coming up on Saturday. So show some love. Kindly click to watch. Okay, so I'll see you in my next video or in my next live stream. So guys, I love you so much. I love you for all those that show support, that shows care, that stay tuned on this live stream. I really appreciate you guys all. Thank you so much for your love, for your care, and for your support. I really appreciate you all. I love you so much. See you all in my next live stream. So I just decided to show you guys my look, the look for my birthday shoot for this year, because my birthday is coming up on Saturday. So that is just the reason why I came up here to show you how I glam myself, to show the step by step tutorial on how I did this makeup on myself. If you really want to do, if you want to do makeup for yourself, even if you want to do shoot, you don't have to break the bank before you can achieve this look. It's something you can actually achieve. It's something you can actually do by yourself at home. You can sit in front of your mirror and achieve this look just the same way I did here. You can achieve this look on your own without even breaking a bank, without even going for a makeup, a professional makeup. If you know you don't have that enough money to spend for a professional makeup, you can sit right in front of the mirror. Anytime you feel like you want to do your makeup, just come through this video, watch through it over and over. You will surely get it. Just come online, watch the video, and practice it. You will surely get it. You can just see I made this hair on myself, and I did this makeup on myself without even spending much. So, and I'm still going to do the whole shoot by myself with this my tripod. I'm good to do anything. I'm good to achieve anything with my birthday shoot. I have my lights, which I'm going to on when I'm ready to start the shoot. So guys, you can also do this. You can achieve this without breaking a bank, without spending much. You can achieve this flawless, cute look. So how do I look, guys? Comment on the comment section below. Let me know how I look. If you like my look, let me know, guys. So I will see you all in my next live stream, probably on Monday. So bye.